Hi everyone, this is Teacher Rothel, and today I will be discussing the mean, median, and mode, characteristics, uses, and steps on how to solve them. In this video, our focus is on solving for the mean, median, and mode of ungrouped data. A measure of central tendency refers to any single value that is used to identify the center or the typical value of a data set. Three most commonly used measures of average or central tendency are the following: the mean or computation average, the median or positional average, and the mode or nominal average. The mean is the most widely used and the most common measure of average that can be computed for any set of quantitative raw data. So how do we solve for the mean? The mean is computed by dividing the sum of all scores by the number of scores. Let's consider the following set of scores: 8, 15, 18, 20, and 24. To solve for the mean, we add these scores. 8 plus 15 plus 18 plus 20 plus 24 is equal to 85. Then we divide 85 by the number of scores, which is 5. So 85 divided by 5 is equal to 17. So our mean for this set of scores is 17. Median, on the other hand, refers to the middle score or the mean of the middle or the two middle scores in an array or set of data arranged in ascending or descending order of magnitude. When you say ascending, this is an arrangement from lowest to highest, while descending is an arrangement from highest to lowest. So how do we solve for the median? The median is easily located by inspection rather than by calculation. The median is the middle score in an array with odd numbers. Let's consider the following set of data. We have the scores or data 18, 15, 8, 24, and 20. To determine the median, we arrange the data in ascending or descending order. Let's say we arrange it in ascending order. We arrange these scores in ascending or from lowest to highest. We have scores 8, 15, 18, 20, and 24. So the middle score in this set of data is 18. Hence, it is the median. Suppose we have this set of data: 8, 15, 15, 18, and 20. This is a special case since the middle score is tied with the second score. So the median would be the average of these three scores: 15, 15, and 18. So we first add these three middle scores. So 15 plus 15 plus 18 is equal to 48. And we divide it by the number of middle scores, which is 3. So 48 divided by 3 is 16. And 16 is our median in this set of data. Let's consider another set of scores. We have 8, 10, 15, 18, 20, and 20. The median is the mean of two middle scores in any array with even numbers. So the two middle scores in this set of scores are 15 and 18. Hence, we find the median in this set of scores by adding 15 and 18 and divide it by 2 because we have two middle scores. So 15 plus 18 is equal to 33. And 33 divided by 2 is equal to 16.5. So in this set of scores, we have the median 16.5. Suppose we have this set of scores 8, 10, 15, 18, 18, and 20. So we can say that the two middle scores, 15 and 18, are supposed to be the median. However, the fourth score, 18, is tied up with the next four. So we also consider 10 as part of the median. So 10 plus 15 plus 18 plus 18 is equal to 61, divided by 4, which is the number of middle scores. So 61 divided by 4 is equal to 15.25. And that is our median in this set of scores. How about the mode? The mode is sometimes called as nominal average. It is the score which occurs most frequently. When each score appears with equal distribution, then we have a rectangular distribution. A unimodal distribution, on the other hand, occurs when one score appears most frequently. A bimodal distribution happens or occurs when two scores appear most frequently. And a multimodal distribution occurs when three or more scores appear most frequently. So how do we solve for the mode? The mode is usually determined by inspection rather than by computation. Let's consider the following set of data. We have 7, 14, 18, 20, and 24. Each score occurs once. The scores are equally distributed. Hence, the distribution is rectangular. Now, let's consider the following set of data. 7, 14, 18, 20, 20, and 24. 20 is the most frequent score. Hence, 20 is the mode in this set of data. Now, we discussed characteristics and uses of the mean, median, and mode. The mean is an interval statistics. It is the arithmetic average for all observations. It is a calculated average. And the value of the mean is affected by a change in any zero. And it represents average quantity and is the most stable and reliable measure of average. The mean is appropriate for interval and ratio data. When we say interval data, these are ordered values with measurable differences between them, but has no true 0 point. For example, we have temperature in Celsius or Fahrenheit. The ratio data, on the other hand, are ordered values with measurable differences and has a true 0 value or a true 0 point. For example, the height, weight, and income. And when solving for the mean, the value of each score is derived. And it is widely used for homogeneous or normally distributed data. When solving for the mean, further computations are needed. And the greatest sampling stability is desired. For the median, it is an ordinal statistics. It is the middle observation of the ordered data. and it is also a rank or position average. Unlike the median is not affected by change in any score. And the median is located at the middle of the distribution. The median is needed for ordinal interpretation. Ordinal data are ordered categories, but the differences among these data are not measurable. For example, we have rankings or satisfaction surveys. And median is used when the middle score is desired, and this is appropriate for skewed or asymmetrical distribution. Median is also used for open-ended distribution. When we say open-ended distribution, this refers to distribution that has no specific boundary on one or both ends. For example, we have income ranges like above 100,000 pesos or $100,000. And we have age group like under the age of 18. Also, we can use median if there's no time to compute for the mean. The mode, on the other hand, is a nominal statistics. It is an inspection average and the most frequently occurring score or observed value. It is used for nominal interpretation. Nominal data are categories with no order. For example, colors and gender. So when we interpret, for example, the gender or colors, so the best statistical tool to use is the mode, considering the central tendency measures. And the mode is the most frequent score. So if we are looking for the most frequent score, we use the mode. And we also make use of mode or solve for the mode or look for the mode if there's no time to compute the data and we want to have a quick measure of average. So those are the characteristics and uses of the mean, median, and mode. So when do we use the mean, median, and mode as an average? The mean is used when the observed values are symmetrically distributed around a central point, just like in a normal distribution. We use the mean when the distribution is not badly skewed. We use the median when the observed values have extreme values. We use the median when the observations cannot be measured numerically, but can be ranked in order. The middle or the two middle scores can readily be picked out. We use the median when the distribution has open-ended intervals. Just like what I discussed, open-ended distribution has no specific boundaries. We use mode, on the other hand, when referring to the most common value because this can be done by ocular inspection. Like the median, mode is used when the distribution involves extreme values, since it is not greatly affected by these extreme values. So that ends our discussion on the mean, median, and mode. And these are the references used in this video. Thank you for watching. Hope this video helps. Stay safe and healthy always. And see you in my next videos.